Hi guys! Welcome to Chinese 2U4S1 Section 1. Wow! So, today, or this week, what we're going to be learning about is Susie and Marco are going to open their own bank account. Yeah, because, they're bringing in the money. They gotta store it someplace, right? So why not the bank? So, some fun facts about China. Having to do with money. The first one is that China doesn't really do credit cards. It's a little odd when you think about it, because the U.S., everything is, putting it on a card and all that stuff, but China really doesn't. The closest thing that most of them do is a bank card. And in China, if you're in, even when I was in Nanjing, I couldn't even use my credit card at all because they didn't have that capability in most of the stores. It was all either cash or your bank card, and that was it. So it was only places like international stores like IKEA you would be able to use your credit card, but the other places you did not have that option. And so most people would open a bank account in China because it's kind of easier. Some of the bigger banks, like I think Bank of America has a sister bank in China, but most of them you're just kind of out of luck. So the best thing to do is just open your own account, because otherwise when you withdraw you'll get those huge ATM fees, and it's just really, really annoying. So what you're going to learn about is that for opening a bank account in China, it's actually pretty easy, but you need two things. And the first is your 护照, your passport, right? And so just got to bring this to the bank and they'll take a look. And it's actually pretty funny when you're filling out the forms, though, because you can't put your American name because it's too long, right? Because you only get the bubbles enough for a Chinese name. So like each character would go in a bubble. So if my name is Margaret, then that's already just my first name alone is too long to fit on the forms. So I had to use my Chinese name. But anyway, so the other thing that you're going to need, aside from your 护照, is, of course, 钱. So this is some Chinese money. So they all have Mao on them, of course, because Chairman Mao is very important in Chinese culture. And most of the time, what you're going to take out from ATMs and put in are 100 RMBs. RMB stands for renminbi, which is literally the people's money. And it mostly comes in $100 bills when you take it out from the bank. That's essentially their $20 bill. That's what it's what you put in and take out. But so about $100 bill is approximately $15 US. It's about so $10 in the U.S. is about $60 in China, or 60 renminbi in China. So they've got this one, and on the back, it's very colorful. I like Chinese money. It's much more colorful than the U.S. So there's a $100 bill for you guys to look at. Yeah. And then here's a $10. Got some blue going on. And they all have these different scenes that are important in China, as they can be either places that are really important or more natural scenery. And then here's a $5, which this is about $1 in U.S. money. But it's 5 renminbi, and then got some nice mountains in the back. So anyway, so you guys are going to be learning all about how to set up your own bank account in this unit, and which is very, very useful when you're in China, right? Because you're going to need it. So why don't we get started?